Hello and good morning or good evening, depending on your time of the day when you're watching this. My name is Clara and I will guide you through a contemporary dance class with the focus on arriving back to your body. Now in these very crazy times, I guess we are all distancing ourselves from other people's bodies, but I want to see how to not distance yourself from your own body and reconnecting to your body. Of course, this class will be quite different. It's a bit of an experiment for me to see how I can do it in the same sort of spot of the room so that you can easily do it at home. And I would also not teach an exercise that we then do together, normally with music, in the way I do often in the classes, but I will talk and do, and you will do as I talk and do. So we do it more or less in the same way of maybe a yoga class. Let's see how that goes. I'll try to speak as clearly as I can. What else? Yes, I will not use any music for this video, but you are free to choose your music if you want music. You can also click on the Spotify link under this video to find some of the music that I normally use in my dance classes that you can enjoy. Yes, I think that's about it. So I will start finding a place on the floor. You can lie however you like, or sit, or whatever is comfortable for you. So whatever you've chosen to be, just arrive in that position. Maybe you even want to close your eyes. And bring your awareness to your inhale and your exhale. Can you slow down your breath even further? And in each exhale, feel how you're falling down further into the floor, into the ground. In each exhale, you release your body even further. There is a rise and a fall happening in your whole torso. And from here we're gonna start to slowly introduce some movement into our body with the idea of expanding our skin. So this is a bit of an image to play with. Think about your skin and the big organ that your skin is, that connects you and your body to the outside world. start to think of how we can expand our skin. Whatever that means to you in your body. Maybe think of your skin as a cloth on a table that you want to flatten out. And let this idea take you into movement. You can, whenever you want, pause in a place where you can really feel the skin being expanded. Or you can continue a continuous motion. And also think of the skin between your fingers or between your toes. How can you expand the skin there as well? As well as your face. And let this take you into different places, maybe slowly leaving the floor even, maybe coming back down to the floor and up again out of the floor. And bring your attention also to your breathing. Flattening, expanding, and reaching. Noticing the skin touching your clothes, the skin touching the floor, the air. And let's transition in our own tempo up to a standing position with this same idea of expanding, stretching, reaching. Until we eventually are coming into a standing place, finding your parallel feet, hip distance apart from each other, and for a moment let's let go of the expanding of the skin, but rather just arriving on top of our feet. Letting the knees stay soft. And bring your attention to your spine and see how your spine can help you to create length and expansion upwards towards the sky. And think of your spine as the strong pillar, the center of your body that anchors you down into the earth and anchors you up towards the sky, into the ceiling. And then in this position now, this actually ongoing energy energy that is going up and down, we're going to start to create a bit of a bounce from the knees. Letting the knees going up and down. The sole of the feet are spreading into the floor, dropping the weight down into your feet. And breathe. And see how you can drop down the weight, but simultaneously reaching up. So this is not a collapsing, we are not collapsing in our center, in our core, we are actually lengthening upwards at the same time as we are dropping, bouncing down. So imagine you are shaking out the waste products of your body off from your strong pillar. And you can close your eyes whenever you want to. And slowly let the knees come towards a stillness, and we will move over to the right arm. Same thing of not bouncing as much, but we want to think about throwing energy out. So find a place, a spot in front of you to look at. You want to think of trying to throw what you don't need in your body out towards that spot. So there is a projection in space. The energy goes out, out, in, out, in. We're going to continue doing this for a while. Also, don't forget your center as you're doing this. We're staying connected to the strong pillar. And you choose a tempo that makes sense for you. Creating heat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let go. Have a moment to sense the difference between the arm that you just moved and the other arm that is still. I can sense that the one I just moved with is much longer. I don't know if it's visible, but it feels like it. Okay, let's move over to the other arm. Same thing. So we want to throw the energy out through our fingertips to a point or spot in front of us, projecting it out. And keep having deep inhalation. And stay with the repetitive movement. And we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down. Okay, same thing with both legs now. So bring your right leg up, find a strong standing left leg. We're going to start to now shoot diagonally downwards. Same intention of wanting to throw something out. Out, 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 out. And the more you can make your big muscles shake and wobble, the better. So how can we actually have a strong standing leg, very active standing leg, and here with the other leg really try to loosen up? Breathe. And maybe also, let's bring this time the leg also to the side. So it changes our upper body slightly. If you struggle with your balance here, of course you can also take a chair or something to hold on to. But mentally, maybe focus a little bit more on the standing leg than the leg that is being shaped. The mental focus on the leg that you stand on, the pushing into the floor, will help you to be stable. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a moment to just sense the difference between the two legs. Sway your weight a little bit from side to side, and we will find our body weight onto the right leg, letting the left one loose, and do the same thing, starting to the front. Once again, we don't want to collapse with our upper body. We have energy going up and down. You can also use your arms for stability. And we go out to the side. Finding peace in the repetitiveness. How can we get through it mentally? And for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, wow, I can really feel that. Both in my standing leg and the shaking leg. Okay, finding back our parallel feet. Let's roll down the spine, starting with the head, the top of the head, letting go into gravity, and take your time, rolling down the spine all the way, where it makes sense for us in our body today. Letting your knees stay soft, and avoid letting them lock into the back. Rather staying them soft and loose. And continue going down towards the floor, bending your legs, letting your torso rest on your thighs. Bring your hands onto the floor behind your bum, and we're going to come down onto the floor. So sitting. Find your way lying on your back. Finding the soles of your feet, hip distance apart, on the floor. And now we're going to do 5 swings, starting with the right leg. After doing those 5 swings, I'll just show you maybe first ones. So we do 5 of these swings where the feet are sliding along the floor the whole time, trying to let go of the hip socket. As on the 5th one, we stay here in this nice twist, and the right arm will start to do a circle over our body. 1 circle, starting a 2nd circle that will take us over onto the left side, pushing ourselves up to sitting, anchoring both hip bones down, finding a side stretch. The right leg is out, yeah? And from there we will transfer the way back, the same way as we came from, onto the floor. So then do left side, same thing. So let's do it together. Starting with the right leg, swinging and back, to swing and back. 3 and 4 and 5. Let's stay here in this position, in this twist. Bring your gaze over to the right arm. Activate your fingers of the right hand, and we will start the circular around our center. Thinking about the skin between your fingers, opening up. The fingers are going all the way to your right foot and continuing over your thigh, back onto the floor and opening up. And see here if you can find the right shoulder blade back on the floor. And we'll continue one more circle. This time our upper body will come to the side. Use your both hands, push up to sitting, and right leg opens up. Left arm goes over, and we're going to stay here in this stretch for a moment, letting the head really drop. And what we want to think about here is that both sit bones are really anchored into the floor. If this happens, rather come a bit more up with your upper body. And breathe here, one more breath. To then return the same way where you came from, on the floor. We go straight away, swinging left leg, and back, and right, and back. Again. 4, 5th one, stay. Drop the shoulder blade. Gaze towards your left hand. Activate your energy all the way out. And we will draw a circle over the head. Continue touching the right hand, the leg, and open. One more time. This time we are continuing all the way up to sitting, pushing both hands in the floor, opening left leg. Maybe have a little feeling here on the hip flexor to just see if you can let loose a bit of the tension that might be there. And then we come into the stretch and breathe. One more breath. And come out. Arrive back to the floor. Let's do the same pattern twice more, right and left, a bit faster. Swing and back. Swing. 3, 4, 5, and we draw a circle. Coming back already. It's faster pace. Second circle. Push to sitting and come into the stretch. Breathe. Last breath to come out. And back. We go left leg swing. Last one, stay. Left arm. Open back again, second circle. Push up to sitting, left leg long, and bend over. Last breath, inhale up, and arriving back on the floor. From here, activate your core muscles by drawing the navel towards your spine. We're gonna lift one leg up to tabletop position, which already then engages your core muscles quite a lot. And then we want to let the second leg join. Bring your hands behind your head, and your ears are. I'm gonna curl up the head so that we are looking between our two legs. So from here, this is maybe a bit new to the ones who are been in my class before. What we're gonna do from this place, very activated core, we're gonna roll over to our left side, bring the left leg down on the floor, and we're gonna stay the hand under the head. From here, reach the right leg back, diagonally behind, and the left one, also right, sorry, diagonally forward. So there should be a nice long stretch happening through the body. Even the toes are engaged here, reaching away. What we're gonna do is to start circling the arm backwards at the same time as the leg comes to the front and flexes. We're gonna continue the circle of the arm and the leg goes back, reaching through the toes. So as the arm, now we do the second circle, goes back, the leg goes forwards. So there's kind of a coordination here. As the leg goes back, the arm goes forwards. One more time, this direction. And if it's confusing, you can stop the video, have a look, and then do it. Finding back this reach, and we will reverse the circle of the arm. So the arm goes downwards to back, and over the head to come back. Two more. Reaching. I hope you also feel the nice stretch happening throughout your body in this movement. Last one. And connect your breathing to the movement. From here, now we're back in the starting position. Bring the hand back to the head and we'll roll into tabletop back. Rolling over to the other side, onto the right. Right leg finds the floor. Head is still rested on the right hand. Now we reach the left side. Leg is back, arm is forwards. Arm reaches over the head as the foot comes to the front and flexes. Continue the circle to the front. Legs goes back. And again. And let the gaze be part of this movement. Follow the hand. Two circles now. One more circle in this direction. And we reverse. So the arm starts going downwards as the foot comes forwards to the back. And reach. And again. Last time. Finding back the reach, the diagonal, hand comes to head, and we arrive rolling onto our back. Lower your head and the arms, and we're going to kick the feet over the head. Finding your version in this position of stretching the back. So I don't know where it makes sense for you. Maybe you want your hands on the back, or on the floor, or on the feet, or on the knees. You choose. And if you want some added challenge, you can also walk a little bit with your feet, toes to one side, and then go over to the other side. And finding back the center. Now we're going to roll 3 times up to sitting and trying to find the balance there. I think take hold of the back of your knees, that will help you. So we're going to roll, finding balance, and going back. Once more. Find balance. Back. Last time. And back. Nice. And this time, drop the arms down, drop the pelvis down, and the feet. I hope you're doing good so far. Now we're slowly going to transition up to standing. Well, slowly, we're taking our time. We're going to first roll over to the left side of your body. Use your hands, push yourself up. We want to come into a squat here. Have a moment, you can put your hands together if you want. Think about this length through the crown of your head in this position. Now, if we came from the left side, we want to arrive back on the floor, lying on our back, going towards the right. So we are sort of doing a whole circle. So find hands on the floor, bum on the floor, come onto the side, and onto your back. We're going to do that one more time, rolling over to the left side. Push yourself into a squat. And we continue to the right. And lower down. Let's reverse, going to the right. Push into squat. Having the heels up is also absolutely fine. You work with your body, going back on the left and to the floor. Last time, coming onto the right side, pushing up into the squat. This time, let's stay here. Find your hands together, push a bit with your elbows onto your knees, and breathe here. Let's bring the right hand down onto the floor. Left arm is reaching up towards the sky to have a nice stretch, twist here. And coming back, hands meet in the center, and left arm finds the floor, and right one floats up. And slowly arrive. Back, hands meet in the center, and then from here we will transition into all fours. You choose how that will be. So finding the hands on the floor and both knees. So have a moment here. Actually, we're going to have the toes tucked under for this exercise. First of all, find equal weight between your 2 hands and your knees. Finding length through the head, now shooting this way. We're going to do a variation of a push-up where the pelvis stays the same, but we are lowering the elbows down to the floor and then pushing them back up without really changing the pelvis. From here we're going to push, using the center, our core, to lift the knees, push the right heel back, sensing the connection between your head and the heel. Then bring the heel back and lower down. That's the pattern. So we go elbows down and elbows up. knees up, left heel back, coming back and lower, elbows down and up, knees up, right heel back, return and lower, elbows down and up, knees up, heel back, return and lower. You can do this now as you're getting to understand the pattern in your own tempo. And up, pushing, activating your core. Let's do a few more of these. Let's do one more right and left. 2 last ones. And from here, finding back the all fours, let's push the pelvis up into downward dog. Your variation of what downward dog is for you. I have very sweaty hands. And have a moment here to stretch out. Connecting to your breathing. And as an extra challenge, if you want it, you can stay here or you can test your balance by lifting the right hand and the left leg off the floor at the same time, ideally. So there's only 2 points that is still anchored down. It's just an exploration to try this out. How does it work? And bring the hand and the foot back on the floor, and we can swap over to the other side. So left hand and right foot is lifting off. And bring it back down. Maybe let's try it one more time. First side, right arm, left foot. And bring it down. Last time, right foot, left arm. And bring it back down. Well done. And right foot, let's bring it forward into a lunge. Placing the foot between your hands. Finding a strong, grounded base to lift your torso up and away from. And lift your arms up. We're gonna here do a pattern of swings of the arms. I will show it maybe once first and then we'll do it. So with the right leg forwards, we're gonna open up the right arm. So we are coming into a twist here. And what I want the movement to be is that the arm is really swinging. Yes, we swing it back, we swing it, backwards and forwards. From here we swing both arms to the side. Front leg comes to straight and bend it to catch it back. That's it. So we are swinging back. Swinging back, the front leg stays bent, swinging forwards. Swing sideways, straighten and lower. Swing back and side. And again. Breathe. Last time. Well done. Swapping sides by bringing left foot to the right and right foot back. So now we have left one to the front, yeah? Same thing, starting with the left arm, opening up, looking back. Open to the side. Come to straight leg. And again. Open to the side. Twist. Last one. Ooh, this one is exhausting. Bring the right leg to the left, whoop, and come to standing. Just adjust yourself, have maybe a little shake. We're gonna do one last standing exercise before we sort of finish off. So we're gonna do plie and releve at the same time, letting the arms float up towards the sky. So we will do plie releve 4 times, and in that time the arms should, on the 4th releve, be up here. Yeah? Let's do it together. So activate fingers. Those of you who have done classes with me, we have spoken a lot about imagining that our arms begin from the lower back. So your arm does not begin here with your shoulder, but it starts here. So as you're reaching out, you're reaching from the lower back all the way out to your fingertips and beyond. Okay, so we go. Plie and releve, lower. Plie, stretch, releve and lower. 2 more times. Last one. Releve. As we lower, bring your hands to your shoulders. Keep your hips facing front as we twist to the right. It's a very small twist. It's the center of your body that is working. Twist to the left and back. One more time. To the right and back. To the left and back. From here, open the arms out. Feel your wings reaching, your imaginary wings. We're going to come into a flat back where the crown of the head is shooting out to the front. And from this position, you're seeing your own fingertips, seeing your peripheral vision. We're doing a plie here to straighten. Again, plie to straighten. 2 more times. Last one. Drop your whole upper body forwards, let loose. Bend your knees and we roll all the way up to standing, bringing the arms with us, reaching up. Here we're gonna do, bring your weight over to the left standing leg. We're gonna tap 4 times, right knee, right hand, tapping, and to think about the standing leg and the side that is reaching. Bum, bum, last one, and swap to tap, and tap. 3, 4, to drop your arms. Okay, we're gonna do it one last time with the plie, releve, twisting, flat backs and tapping. Just one more time. We start plie and stretch to releve and lower. Plie and stretch to releve and lower. 3rd time. And last time. Lower hands, shoulders. Now twist to the left and back to the right and back. Once more left and back to the right and back. Arms out, flat back, come forwards. We do plie here and stretch, plie and stretch. 3rd time and 4th time. Drop your head and arms, loosen it up, bend your legs, roll up to standing. Bring your arms with you. We start this time left arm, left knee. Tap. Nice, okay. I hope you are feeling quite warm and nice in your bodies. By now, I do, at least. I thought as a final sort of cool down / stretchy thing, I will leave that up to you again, so it's more, or again, I will let you improvise with the idea of expanding, stretching, creating space with the skin. So as a small improv, bringing back that task, but now maybe seeing how you can use it as a cool down and stretchy version of it, yeah? So, whatever that means to you, maybe you want to close your eyes to really sense what is that, the idea of stretching out your skin. So for now you can really sink into your body. What I'm doing is not important for you anymore. You do what you think your body might need. But still thinking of it as an exploration. So we are sort of finding nice places to stretch and reach while we continue to move. And if you find a place where you might feel stiff, then you can stay there for a while, enjoying the deepening of that stretch. And then continue your exploration to maybe another place. And imagine you're breathing, you're sending your breath to the body part which is being stretched. And once again, you can also explore the maybe more uncommon places in terms of thinking about the skin, like maybe the armpit as well can have a nice stretch. All the space between your fingers. I will finish the class here. You are free to continue doing any stretches that you might want to do.